So middle of the week, Wednesday, May, what is it? 8th. You guys are looking at a replay just before 10 Central. Cross the wires that Press Secretary Sanders says there's indication China wants to make a deal. You got to know what to do when you hear that. And if you're subscribed to a news source or some room that's going to give you a heads up. Prior to this, earlier this morning, Trump tweeted, here, let me pause it. Trump tweeted that like 10 minutes before 8 Central, China's coming here to make a deal. Market rallied like 16 points, and then it's kind of struggled to get through 86. And everything was set up to really have a nice push on the heels of this comment. So I'm playing it again. Now, you're not going to catch that first push, but if you're anticipating that that first push is because of some optimistic comments that might have teeth to it, you could take a shot. You should take a shot. If you're right, you'll know right away. If you're wrong, you don't need to get killed. Now, you can't buy it 10, 15 points higher. You got to do it right before you hear it cross the wire. If you're subscribed to some sort of news wire like I am, Trade the News, or to a room that subscribes to it or community that gets it, because too many people don't have this tool in their toolbox. And with the last couple of years, especially, these moments happen more often than not. You're not going to catch them all, but it's important because they do change what's driving the market. And sometimes they create an expensive environment because it's a BS story, right? Or a cheap environment because it's a BS story, right? So as you guys are watching this, you're listening to my voice right before 10 Central, you're going to see this thing pop. Let's see if this is timed out perfect because it pops. I told people calmly to get long or get out of a short. I think 86 was the best you could have bought because it does rally 3 or 4 points from 82. Then 86 and then 88 is when she came on, or they came on the wire saying that she released indication that China was coming here to make a deal, which kind of backed up Trump's tweet. And they've still stayed strong here as that we moved about a half an hour from there. Well, it's taking a little longer. It should happen momentarily. I went back a little too far, so bear with me. It's all set up when it jumps. You've got 80. If you know the structure of the market, you know 86, 87. It's been over at resistance and a bunch of swing highs. So it gets through there. It's really got some room to run, and I think it runs a good 10 points from 86. But right now, I'm going to pause it. Right now, this is running 2 times the speed, okay? And you see it jump from 82 to 86. And when I say you have a chance to buy it, I know it because of guys in the room getting it. But see the volume? It's hard to get it. It's quick in here. This trade's really fast through here without a lot of – but you see how the volume at 86 picked up a little bit, which means it hesitated for a bit to click, click, click. You got to be quick. You got to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and you need the market to validate your entry right away because you can get smoked. And right away it goes from 86 to 88, does a little rotation, and doesn't take long to go back through 89 with some buy stops and rally eventually to 93. And if I stop this a second and look at the NASDAQ right here, top center, it's playing along with it. And right now we're getting something bearish that's probably going to come out. It's a 85. They would take countermeasure and tariff moves. This isn't as bearish. You want to be careful because you can see this is a live chart right here. They already came from 92 to 85. You got to be careful selling 85s. It's bearish, but it's anticipated that they would do that anyways. This is great to get this right when we're doing it. Not as bearish as that bullish comment was 35 minutes ago. It's just countermeasures on the tariffs. Not a big surprise. That's why you got to be careful. You see the move in here. It's the live chart still. This one is the recorded ones. Again, the headline is China indicates it may take countermeasures against new U.S. tariffs. Bearish, but not that bearish. So let me play going back here. Look at this top center chart. You're going to see the NASDAQ rally, obviously, along with the ES, bottom left here. And when the NASDAQ comes off, they come off. NASDAQ kind of leads two different times on a push back lower. Obviously, it's strong at that point, right? It had some teeth to it. You see NASDAQ come off, the ES comes off from 95. Then they re-rally it, and the NASDAQ comes off strong again, and the NASDAQ led this ES to come off the 95, 96 area, which at the time was the high of the move. But if you watch the NASDAQ here, you'll see it come off first, and then the ES come off. Look like they come off together, but in real time, slightly before the ES got hit, this NASDAQ, if you look at my cursor, got whacked from 84 to 80. And if it's a place to get out of the long that you guide in, to maybe fade it, either way, you're watching ancillary markets, and that's what's important. See you guys on the next video. Subscribe and get yourself notified every time a new video goes up.